friends, welcome back. How have you all been? As for me, I'm currently in San Francisco attending the last training program at Databricks before I officially lead technical big data architecture for our customers. The best part about traveling is meeting new people. Today, I will walk you through Databricks headquarter while sharing a snippet of our day working as a solution architect and customer success engineer. After my last video about a week in the life of a solution architect, many of you have asked about my journey to become a solution architect. Before Databricks, I was responsible for all things data related at a construction company. It was fun building the whole data ecosystem from scratch, but after a while, I wanted more. Working for a technology vendor means I will have the exposure to make a positive impact on a wide range of companies, and just that, I thought Databricks is a perfect next career move for me. The interview process is so challenging, but unlike some misconception that solution architect doesn't need to code, I had to solve two difficult big data problems. In addition to standard behavior, technical, and coding interviews, I was also tested on my presentation skills, aka technical pitch. Because a solution architect needs to present on technical architecture as well as build demos and proof of concept to prove to the customer that our platform can solve their business challenges. I thought it would be fun to also have another solution architect telling you about his experience. Let's meet Ben. Ben is also a solution architect, but he is based in Boston.
My journey to Databricks is pretty simple. I used to work for consulting doing data science. Data science really in consulting could be data engineering, could be business intelligence, it really varies. But in my case, I was doing a lot of predictive modeling, and it was really nice to go deep in that. But I started thinking, what else can we do with data and AI? And I came across Databricks. And one of my former colleagues referred me here and was like, oh, you would love this role, solution architect. You get to continue working with customers, continue solving problems using, in this case, Databricks. And, I've used the platform and I really like it. And so far, I've really liked everyone I've met.
A solution architect sometimes can help you after the deal is closed as well, but that's a lot of work for one person to handle, especially if that person work with multiple companies at the same time. And that's why we also have customer success engineer. Let's meet Kevin, who is a senior customer success engineer based in Germany.
Yeah, I'm Kevin. It's the first time for me being here in San Francisco in the headquarter because I'm based in Munich in Germany. And I worked a lot with customers and sales, and also as a consultant in the data and AI environment. And there I gained a lot of experience with different customers, mostly in the automotive and manufacturing environment. And that's also the case why I joined Databricks, because every customer is struggling with the same topics and challenges, and I think Databricks has a really great solution for everybody. It's really handy and easy to use and to create really your use cases with your data you stored. And so I'm really happy, and now at Databricks I can really go into deep with our customers and being the part in between our customers and you guys, the solution architects, and together we create something nice for everybody.
Now let's hand over to the boss of the room, manager of customer success engineers.
It's been 4 months that I joined Databricks, and the reason I joined was I loved the mission of Databricks, which was solving the world's most difficult AI data problems, right? So there's something really caught my attention 2 years ago, and ever since then I've been sort of trying to understand the whole of the organization, where can I fit into, and when this role opened up, I could just see myself being part of it, primarily because I was leading a team prior to Databricks as for machine learning operations. So I had the entire end-to-end overview of at least what MLOps does. And since there is a entire collaboration that Databricks is also doing with MLflow, that's literally that got excited me to join Databricks. I also did a lot of research about the leadership, and I was totally excited to be part of this sort of a team, and that's why I'm here. And the last 3 months have been fascinating. It has been like a bullet train, meeting with customers, meeting with people, understanding what the leadership wants, etc., etc. This is something I'm truly cherishing, and I'm just looking forward for more years in Databricks.
Yeah, thank you. One thing that I noticed about Databricks is that they not only just talk about diversity, they live diversity as well. So they actually, like really embrace diversity. Can you tell us about your experience working in a technology company as a woman of color?
All right. So, with respect to this, ever since I started my data journey, I've always been in companies where there were a lot of there was this sort of disbalance, which I wanted to ensure that. That triggered me to go to places where there was a somewhat an equal representation. So an interesting thing that I did was I was part of this group in Singapore called She Loves Data, where we sort of educate women in technology and data. So that's what actually got me to my previous job, which was Citibank. And my bosses actually had picked me up from there because she loved the way I was representing women, etc. That was a stepping stone of success for me into entire engineering operations and leading teams. And when Databricks was happening, I also did some sort of a research and figured out that there is a great representation here, in different countries at least, and it's picking up also a lot. I see my sales leaders who are women, who are strong women at this point. So this is something that excited me to get into Databricks, apart from, the entire common mission that we both have.
Yeah. Just one last question. You have any advice for women of color who want to get into the technology industry, but they feel that, other people just tell them that they couldn't, they just hesitate because we so underrepresented in the industry? You have any advice for them?
Okay, so one advice is that though technology can be daunting, but there are different types of roles even in technology that you can start fitting into. There is a perfect match for everyone in the technology and in the data and AI space, because it just cannot be made with pure engineering folks. You need folks with sales bent of mind. You need folks who can talk to customers. You need folks who can do great POCs, demos, and show value. So based on your level of acumen, skill set, combining it with your communication skills, figure out what roles are there, either by educating yourself, being part of different type of groups in your own city. That's when you start engaging and just join in. There is a lot of help available, because these days in every market, every market is a global market, and there are these amazing groups which a lot of companies also invest in. So just get yourself educated and figure out where you want to be. But then I feel that there is no reason to be overwhelmed, though it can seem overwhelming. But just take a couple of steps back and figure out what you want to do. And there are a lot of resources and help available. Just lean on to them.
Sound good? Thanks. After finishing our capstone project, we are heading to the game room. Stop by Ali's office, aka our CEO office, and took a bunch of photos in front of his office, hoping that he will find out, then come and say hi to us. Turn out he's not in the office. At our snack room right now, we have so much snack that we can wrap in the headquarter office. And here is the popcorn machine. After hundreds of photos and meaningful conversation with my peers at lunch, I'm so ready to head back to my hotel to pack for my return back to Canada. Uber is so popular in San Francisco that you barely see any taxi anymore. I learned from a couple Uber drivers that they have to drive 2 hours each way to San Francisco every day because they couldn't afford the insane rent in the city. And every party has an end. I will miss San Francisco, but I'm ready to head back to my beloved Canada. I hope this video gave you some insight into a career as a solution architect and customer success engineer. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel because I look at the analytics a lot to see which kinds of video you all like so I can continue providing value. Thanks for watching and until next time.